I've been an athlete my entire life, and for half of it, an engineer. Both of these have taught me one thing. In order to improve anything, you first have to measure. I started CrossFit 3 years ago and was drawn to the fact that every workout was timed and that competition was encouraged. However, there were no tools to measure improvement in my lifts, so I created Form Lifting. Hey guys, I'm Scott Marr, the founder of Form Lifting. The Form Collar is the wearable the weightlifting community has been missing. Our performance measuring platform is one part hardware and one part mobile app. The collar uses 3 different sensors to measure lifts and can tell when it is on or off the bar. The electronics inside the collar transmits the data to a mobile app. The app then determines which movements were actual lifts and breaks those lifts down into specific metrics. That's why we say we deliver metrics and not data. We deliver useful information to the user and not just data about what happened. The Form Collar can be used to measure any lifts performed with the barbell. It measures the force applied to the bar at a rate of 200 times per second, as well as bar speed during the lift. From that data, we generate metrics like hip drive, speed under the bar, and max force.
At the end of the day, speed kills in sport. So you need to train fast to be fast. And up until this point, the best thing that we can do is tell someone to record a lift, put it on YouTube, and then we get to review it. And we taught our coach's eye with a $1,500 Tendo unit that we would hook up to the barbell. We had to arrow up and arrow down 1 kilo at a time to set our weights. And through that, we could train our coach's eye on what bar speed was and what relative force was to weight on a barbell. But now that we have a Form Collar, that information comes to you instantaneously on your smartphone as you're performing the lift. And it is a game changer with how we're training our athletes.
There are 3 pillars to form lifting. First is performance. There are different key metrics important for each lift. Form measures and communicates these metrics in an easily digestible manner so athletes can train smarter and more effectively. Second is safety. The raw output of the data captured by the Form Collar is a graph of the force you applied throughout the whole lift. From this, athletes can see where their lifts are breaking down and either lower the weight or stop altogether to avoid injury. Strength coaches can track their athletes and spot overtraining before injuries occur.
As a coach, I believe you have to be flexible enough and hopefully plugged in enough with your athletes to see what's happening in real time. And if you don't, then you run the risk of hurting your athletes, being ostracized and all of a sudden potentially ending somebody's career, which in the grand scheme of things is pretty large magnitude. And at the end of the day, if an athlete puts too much into a certain movement, then that fries them out later down, and then we see a cascading effect. So I believe that this Form Collar will not only revolutionize power athletes, but also those CrossFit athletes on the other side that are searching for efficiency in their training.
Third is competition. Form lifting creates a new layer of competition that has never existed before. That is because Form captures metrics that aren't related to weight. It provides an even playing field to compare lifters of different shapes and sizes using metrics that matter. The Form app also has social mechanics so lifters can shine on digital leaderboards and share their success to social networks. We currently have 20 beta testers spread around the country. These people are from all different backgrounds and share a passion for performance through lifting. Feedback from athletes and coaches has been the guiding light through this process and has signaled that not only does the product work, athletes want it.
So I squat every single day, every day. Having a collar, like the Form Collar, to actually track progress is huge for me. Power output is everything.
My father's a high school shop teacher, so growing up I was always in the shop making things. I worked in Starbucks my entire life, and I finally found the product I want to create. We put a lot of work in getting this far, and now we need the help of the Kickstarter community to get us to the finish line. The product has gone through 6 prototypes and is ready to rock and roll. With your support, we can offer the Form Collar to the masses and raise the bar on training.